God did not make a mistake when he made you. He didn't. God knew exactly what he was doing when he made you the way that you are. So if you have this idea in your head that I need to make myself something else, I'm not saying that you don't enhance the things that are already there. I'm not saying you don't take care of your body. You don't take care of your health. You understand me? Don't have a fire skincare routine and make sure that you collagen pop and all that stuff. I'm not saying that. What I mean is when you start to alter your body, you start to change yourself, you start to synthesize what is already naturally there and create something that wasn't. That's you forgetting who you actually are and that the one who created you made you exactly how you're supposed to be. And that love is not something that somebody outside of you is supposed to display to you through attention or through this external sense of validation, but instead something you're supposed to find within yourself. You're supposed to know you're good no matter what anybody thinks of you. Again, that does not mean you don't show up as your very best self. But what I'm getting to is stop bleaching your damn skin. Sisters, stop it. Stop burning your follicles and nollicles and follicles. Stop it. It needs to stop. It needs to end. And being African born myself, this is something that, unfortunately, I done seen family members or friends of family members engaging with. It's rampant in Africa. I didn't know that it was now hitting the States and doing those type of things. I didn't know that I didn't get that this was something that people did outside of the damn villages. I didn't know. But now here we are with folks bleaching their skin. We're talking about celebrities all the way down to everyday chicks. It used to just be the hair, right? Somebody else's hair, somebody else's blonde hair, whatever. And then all of a sudden it became fake eyelashes on top of that, fake behinds and fake fronts and fake sides and people taking ribs out the side. It's insane. But I'm going to let this sister go ahead and tell her truth. Speak her truth. Excuse my vernacular. Sorry for the disrespect. Speak your truth with your whole damn chest. Let's get into it.
Y'all, so I'm visiting a couple countries in Africa, and the few countries that I've been through, I've had several people tell me, please don't bleach your skin. Please don't bleach your skin. Like, it's so sad that it's a bleaching pandemic for all the women.
She said a bleaching pandemic, and she's not lying. And you know how you can tell? Usually it would be with the hands or the neck, right? Like I learned this from a woman who actually used to do a lot of this, augmentation of human beings, Botox and Dysport and things of that nature, right? She said, if you want to know a woman's true age, look at her hands, the back of her hands, and look at her neck. She said those are the two hardest to actually alter and change. So oftentimes when I would see, some of my auntie's friends and stuff like that with the skin bleaching, unless I knew them before they had Michael Jackson themselves. Yes, I know Michael have it alike. Okay. Don't get on me. Well, you can get on me if you want. I really don't give a damn. But what I'm getting to is the hands and the neck would be dead giveaways. I think they might have worked on that at this point. It might be damn near impossible to really tell what somebody looks like unless they got that one look. Y'all know the look I'm talking about. I'm just going to leave that there.
Women who want to bleach their skin because of a man and the colorism and to be lighter, to be prettier. Don't bleach your skin. You're going to look pink, you're going to look gray, and you're going to look like a Dalmatian.
That's the look I was talking about.
And guess what? That man will still cheat on you. Love yourself, y'all.
That's crazy.
Love yourself. It's so crazy that I've gotten so many of these things, so many people telling me, please don't bleach your skin. Like, it's so sad. My fellow people in Africa have to tell me not to bleach my skin. I'm already confident enough in myself to love my skin color, but to hear this from like numerous people from the West to the South to the East, come on, y'all. Yeah. Anyways, Africa's amazing. Africa's great.
Shout out to Africa. Shout out to your skin color, by the way, girl. Shout out to your skincare routine. Shout out to your skin. Shout out to Mother Nature. And shout out to all of y'all skin. I think everybody's skin just deserves one round of applause, except for the folks who done bleached their skin all the way off because it ain't your skin no more. You don't even remember what your skin looks like. Quick round of applause to everybody out there who still got the skin that they were born in. Amen. Shabbatakanda Shabbatanaya. Now, yeah, this message right here is absolutely crucial. And rightfully so, she did point out the fact that it really is this thing about, the colorism thing, right? It's real. It does exist. Some folk think I don't believe racism is real. I don't believe colorism. I don't believe black folks ain't going through stuff. No, I just simply say that in order for you to move forward in your life, in order for you to get to the place you want to get to, you need to let go of the victim mentality. So you can't use these things as weapons against your own highest good. And that's what most people do when they get stuck in this racism bubble. Even in the colorism thing, it's like she made a decision to say, I'm going to love myself in the skin that I'm in. Why? Because this is how I was created, right? And if we want to base ourselves off of what we're being sold as an image, every 5 years, 10 years, there's going to be a different look that is sold to you. And the people selling these looks to you know that they are profiting off of these looks. They're profiting off of these looks. So, that's why the new look is the most, I think, lucrative it's ever been, is because you can buy a new face. You always need to change your eyelashes. That used to not be a thing. Now you're also changing your hair on top of that. So you're always buying new hair and getting new hairdos done on that hair. Now you're buying a body. So now you're buying a backside, which is costing tens of thousands of dollars. Now you're buying new damn teeth. Well, some folk that will benefit you, but these fake veneers are crazy as hell, blinding somebody every time you open your mouth. Now you're buying, the tatas, they've been on the market for a while, but you essentially are buying an entire new body. And what would these companies love more than you to stay in a place where you hate yourself, where you're insecure, where you are basing yourself off of aesthetic and nothing else, where essentially you haven't come to the place of actualizing or internalizing that you are worthy. Go figure. They will sell you continuously, perpetually. That's why they're even pushing this thing of Ozempic, etc. Right? If you get into the weeds and the nuances of the story of how Ozempic became what it became and why it continues to proliferate, is because this is a drug that essentially you need to take for the rest of your life in order to continue to get the benefits from it. What's better than the lifetime customer? Nothing. Not a damn thing is better than somebody who is always coming back to you. Monthly payments. I seen an ad. It was talking about $150 a month, and that's not even for the medicine. So already $150 off top. You might be paying $300-$400. I don't know. You might be on Ozempic. You can let me know. But they know that individuals, most people will not want to do the work necessary. Most people will not want to devote themselves to actually changing their habits, changing the belief system. So they'll just buy into a product. It's the same thing when it comes to skin bleaching, etc. It's never going to be enough. You're going to be whited out one day. You're going to be fully bleached. And all of a sudden you look at yourself in the mirror and think, what the hell is that? Now you want to get a little darker. Now you want to tan. The white girls want to tan. The black girls want to lighten their skin. The black girls want straight hair. The white girls want curly hair. What the hell is going on? Who is okay with themselves anymore? Is it okay just to be okay with being who you are? With being in the skin that you were born in? Like, is that okay anymore? I'm gonna say straight up, I believe that it's not just okay. I believe that it is essential and necessary. Because again, you will continue to readjust, alter, change, shapeshift, and it will never be enough because you never dealt with the core issue, which is the fact that you do not feel worthy of love. Simple. Simple. No amount of skin bleaching is going to make you feel worthy. You might feel like a hot girl for a summer. You might feel like, oh, I'm finally getting some attention. You're falling into the most popular phenotype of that moment. And so you got all of the stuff there. You done got your big old BBL. You done got the lash. You done got the fake hair. You got all that, right? Skin, lighten your skin. Now all of a sudden, slim, dark-skinned, no BBL having, slim bodies are back in style. Uh-oh, what are you going to do then? Now what? You done wasted your money. You done wasted your heartache and heartbreak. You understand me? Now all of a sudden, you're back to being outside of the most popular trend. That's why I don't go off of trends. I don't give a damn what anybody's on. I'm on me. You see my wardrobe? What am I wearing? Me? There is no trend in there. It's just me. I got a black tee on, another black tee on. I got a gang of black tees. Why? Because that's what I like to wear. Real simple, real basic. Sometimes I might really be having it on. I might really be, young ones know what I'm talking about. They talk about I really have that on. Sometimes, I will dress according to the nature of an event or whatever it may be that I'm attending. But otherwise, I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to sell you on something. I'm here to sell me on something. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. And when I can be confident in myself, then I'm not going to hate on you, because that's what oftentimes happens. They look at you crazy because they feel like you're a threat. They feel like, oh, if this person looks better than me, they act, damn, they're going to get more attention. That means they're more loved. That means that I'm a nobody. Now you got jealousy, hatred, envy towards somebody just because they're showing up as they are. We need to get over this thing. We need to get over it. And you're not going to change it by changing other people. If some people are like the light skin, whatever, and they're falling into that, let them be. Let them go. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. If there's only one man who loves that girl in that phenotype, then so be it. That's your man. Because y'all be shallow too. He's shallow. You're shallow. Everybody's shallow. Now everybody's trying to fit these shallow expectations. Nah, it's not going to work. So shout out to the sister right here for saying the way that it is. Stop bleaching y'all damn skin. It is ridiculous. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. The BBLs, they look crazy. The lashes, 9 times out of 10, they look crazy as hell. Just, you can be regular. You can, do some things to touch up. I get it. You want to enhance certain things. Okay. You can't out makeup a bad diet, just like you can't outrun a bad diet. Start to work on your health for real. Unless you want to be on Ozempic for the rest of your life and lose an arm and go blind or something. Like, no. We can't go that way. So anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till the next time. Peace. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there. Or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3, 6, 5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.